We're gonna come here because they want to play and they want to win.
Philly. I just
Like two chicken fillets, two fillets. Jay, two chicken fillets.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
What's up, guys? We're back for another episode of the Big Cat Chat podcast. So, last week we told you this week was going to be our free agency lists and so on. Well, it's going to be a bit more than that because a lot of stuff has happened.
Yeah.
Some eventful stuff. Stuff that we thought wouldn't happen until next week, but I guess we'll go ahead and just start it off with the Cowboys are expected to release Amari Cooper when the new league year starts, unless he gets traded. They're going to try and trade him, but we'll see how that goes.
Speculation is that they're not going to be able to find a partner. So
yeah, because he's got that big contract.
Yeah.
I mean, I consider sending like a 6 just because I really want to make sure we get him, but either way, they really paid Ezekiel Elliott all that money just to end up losing Amari Cooper, and now they're having to restructure all these other people. They might lose DeMarcus, or what's his name?
DeMarcus Lawrence.
Okay, DeMarcus Lawrence. They might lose him too because he doesn't want to restructure. all because they paid a fullback.
And now they're gonna have to sign. They're thinking about giving Gallup a deal instead of Cooper now because of that. I
mean, I'm a Gallup fan. So are you, but
I wanted Gallup, but if you're going to say I can get Cooper instead for a few more clams, I'm in that race.
Signing Gallup off an ACL tear and cutting Amari Cooper is an interesting method to me.
That's it's questionable business.
Questionable business, especially again considering the fact that this is all rooted at the fact that they paid Ezekiel Elliott like $90 million.
Dumb.
All because he was chilling in Cabo and didn't.
Shit was dumb.
Another evidence of running backs should not be paid much unless they're like, I mean, even the receiving backs. Eckler's been hurt a ton. McCaffrey's been hurt a ton. So it's like even the guys that you give the exception to are getting hurt a ton. So it's like,
yep.
Just don't pay running backs too much. I mean, I understand paying some, but not a lot. But anyways,
yeah.
Cooper.
I would never pay running back, but that's for another.
I'd pay small deals.
Just discussion for another day, I guess.
I guess so. Now let's get into the tags. All the franchise tags. It is 5:00 on Tuesday, so tags ended an hour ago. Let's run through them. The Chiefs tagged Orlando Brown Jr.
Dumb.
Buccaneers tagged Chris Godwin because they could not get a deal done in 2 years.
Kill me.
Yeah, that made me want to jump off a bridge. The Browns tagged David Njoku. I think it's more. This isn't necessarily the dumb decision. The dumb decision was signing Hooper to what they did because Hooper has been.
Yeah, I guess the cap hit for the tight end tag isn't that much, but
yeah, it's like $11 million.
Njoku's not really done anything either, though.
I mean, he had his best year. He had 800 yards, and honestly, I think he'd probably, like I said, I think he'd probably be better than Austin Hooper. It's just they gave Hooper the play time, and
he's still young and still athletic, so maybe they're just banking on that. Maybe he'll get something going this year. Maybe he'll get more targets because there's no Odell Beckham.
I feel like Austin Hooper. I feel like anytime he gets a pass his way, he just brick hands it.
Yeah,
and I feel like he's just so slow. And he was good with Atlanta. Apparently, he was a scumbag, so I don't care that he sucks now. The Bengals tagged Jesse Bates, safety. He had a down year last year, but overall he's
still pretty good.
Safety, yeah.
He's a hard hitter.
The Dolphins tagged Mike Gesicki with the tight end tag, even though he's basically a receiver.
And me.
Yeah, Mike Gesicki. He played 85% of his snaps at receiver.
Yeah, end my life right that one. I wanted him.
The Cowboys tagged Dalton Schultz, another guy that I wanted, and apparently the Jags were interested.
In me.
Those were my top 2 tight end targets. So.
Yep.
And then, do I even need to say it?
Just want to jump off a bridge.
I fell to my knees in Walmart earlier because the Packers tagged Devonte Adams.
We knew it was gonna happen. It's just like I fucking hate the damn franchise tag, man. I hate it. I
hate it as a whole thing, but I hate the fact that it's 2 years in a row as well.
It should be 1 year. If you can't get a deal, they need to negotiate to where if they don't want to give it up, make it to where you can tag them once, and if you can't get a deal done, you can't tag them again.
Exactly. It's literally just a trap at this point.
It is. Like, don't do it twice. Once is enough. If you can't make a deal work, you're not gonna make it work, bro.
Exactly, and it's
I hope Adams holds out.
that would. I hope somebody sends 2 firsts for him just so the Packers.
I hope
can't
he
have
sits
him.
out. I hope he sits out the season.
Me too. It's
Yo.
so annoying.
Damn, bro. Imagine Detroit sent them 2-32.
Hey, imagine.
Said, hey, you're coming here, bro.
You're playing against the Packers every year.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, that one. I was holding out hope that they'd fax the files over.
You know who could do it?
Who?
The Eagles.
Yeah, they could.
They have 3 firsts this year. Just send 2 of them for Devonte. That's worth it.
And 2 of them are in the 20s, so.
I'm saying that's worth it, bro. We can have these 2 picks. Bang bang.
And it's not your choice, bud.
Right? And you're going to Philly.
Oh,
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I think Devonte Adams would have a problem with that part. He'd be playing with the other Devonte.
Hey.
Devonte. Another event this one's actually kind of funny. Calvin Ridley got suspended. We'll talk about a punishment in a second, but he got suspended for an entire year for gambling on NFL games, and apparently he bet the Falcons to beat the Jaguars.
Smart man.
So he put his whole career on the line to bet against Urban Meyer.
Scared money don't make money.
He said he bet $1,500, which
it's like a drop in the bucket to him.
I understand the rules, and there should be a suspension, but I think a year is kind of insane, considering the fact that he was away from the team in a different state, no inside information. And
the fact that you get 4 games for beating the shit out of your wife.
Exactly. You get 4 games for using literal performance enhancement drugs. You get 4 games for literally kicking and beating.
They need to reevaluate their scale of like what punishment gets attached to what like crime.
Yeah,
I guess. Like the punishment doesn't fit the crime, in my opinion. Should he have been suspended? Yeah. Should he have been suspended for more games than people who beat the shit out of their spouses? No.
He got suspended for longer than Myles Garrett did for bonking Mason Rudolph in the head.
I just don't know, man.
He got more suspension than a guy committing a literal crime on the field.
Yeah, it's unreal.
All right, so that happened yesterday, and today is where some more stuff happened. Aaron Rodgers is going back to the Packers. He said the contract details were not true, but we've seen players say it's not true, and then it ends up being true.
Yeah.
It's reported that it's 4 years, $200 million, which would be the biggest deal in NFL history, like per year wise.
Which brings me to my next point. Salary cap isn't real. Never has been, never will be.
Listen to this. They re-signed Aaron Rodgers to a reported 4 years, $200 million deal, and they tagged Devonte Adams for a value of $20.1 million on the same day. Fully guaranteed for Devonte, and Aaron Rodgers, I think, is 150 guaranteed or something, 175.
153, yeah.
Unreal.
And yet they can make it work. And teams get scared about, oh, we can't pay this person because of this.
Look at the Rams. Look at the Chiefs. Look at the Packers.
Good GMs make it work.
People think it's only the good. People think the league is like favoring good teams. It's like, no, any team can do this. It's just no. Those are the teams that have the good players to do it, and it works.
Yep.
I mean, the Chiefs aren't bringing back Tyrann Mathieu, but it's kind of because he's old. All right, so I guess I'll skip over that and leave that to last. Mike Williams signed a 3-year, $60 million deal, $40 million guaranteed. So there goes another wide receiver off.
Another one bites the dust.
So that leaves one. That leaves the top. Was that the top 4 or top 3 receivers off the board?
Godwin,
Adams, Williams.
I think the number 4
would probably be Gallup, maybe.
It would probably be. I don't know. It depends on who likes what.
Type of
to be honest, yeah. If Cooper gets released, it's him.
Yeah, Cooper, obviously,
but some people like A-Rob. I'm not gonna talk about it. I've wasted enough time on it.
All right. So that's all the main news, except for Russell Wilson actually got traded.
It's if you thought we were done.
If you thought we were done, I left the
No.
best for last. It's kind
What
of
were the
funny.
toims again? What were the toims?
Russell Wilson in a 4th rounder to Denver for Drew Lock, Shelby Harris, Noah Fant, 2 first rounders. I assume that includes number 9. 2 second rounders, and a 5th rounder. Instant thoughts, who wins?
Um,
I think it's pretty even
I
considering
think
the
it's
needs.
I think it's all dependent upon
How Russell plays.
how Russell plays.
On paper,
Because he did not impress me last year.
Yeah, on paper, I think given the context, I think it's pretty even because Seahawks are in a rebuild and what's it called? The Broncos are literally a quarterback away. But
It also
if-
depends on what they pick.
Yeah, that's true. If Russell does not play well, then obviously Seahawks win. It's kind of funny because Matthew Stafford got traded last year. He was the big quarterback, and now it's Russell Wilson.
But if I was the GM of the Seahawks and I was making the picks, Seahawks won it all day.
I mean, yeah, easily,
'Cause
obviously.
I wouldn't pick no bums.
We don't pick bums on here. That's
No,
why you
we
guys
know-
listen to us.
We know ball.
We know ball. We know more ball than any other podcast there is.
Exactly. So if I was making the picks, it's Seahawks fleeced them. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Interesting.
What's interesting to me is that Pete Carroll is gonna go through a rebuild, possibly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude's like 70.
I saw somebody that used to be in the group chat that should tell you who I'm talking about. Posted on Snapchat saying that he thinks Drew Lock or Pete Carroll is going to make Drew Lock into a superstar.
In regards to Drew Lock, you could have gone to a lot worse place. You could have gone to if they keep all the receivers there. That's not a bad spot for him. I mean, if they go with him.
Yeah, they have.
I'm saying like weapons wise. I mean, you got Chris Carson out the backfield,
Rashad
and then you
Penny
got
as well.
Yeah, then you got DK Lockett. I mean,
Until they trade DK.
and they have that tight end who's not that bad. Who's the tight end that wasn't that bad?
Disley.
He was good like 2 years ago. I don't know about last year.
Yeah, I'm not sure who you're talking about exactly.
But they got a lot of picks. It was Disley. That's who it was.
Oh, okay.
He was good 2 years ago. I don't know how he played last
He got
year. But,
hurt. He's been hurt a lot. That's his issue.
but they got hella picks, man. I mean, I don't know.
Plus, the Seahawks, they got Noah Fant, actually. Noah Fant's going to be the
Oh,
one.
yeah, Noah Fant now, too. So it's like, that right there. When I saw Noah Fant was the other piece, I was like...
And my first thought, though, was... Because a couple of days ago, the reports came out that the Commanders sent a huge offer, and they just declined it.
Right.
So everybody's thinking, oh, Russ is going to stay in Seattle. And then this happens. Imagine how mad you have to be if you're a Commies fan.
A commie. If you're a commie,
If you're a commie, how
mad are you right now?
how mad are you right now? Or how mad are you if you're the team, especially? Because the team wanted him. Like, some fans might think he's not as good as
Dude,
he was.
wasn't it like just yesterday there was like a report that was like Pete Carroll was like, I think he was at the combine. He said we have no interest in trading Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I think so.
Nothing is real, man. Everything's a lie. Everything's a smokescreen.
Pete Carroll saying they're not trading Russell. The Commanders sending a trade offer to literally every team in the NFL. I wonder what they offered for Trevor Lawrence, just out of curiosity.
Right. Come on,
'Cause
Trevor,
apparently they
what
offered-
you gonna give us?
If they offered for Patrick Mahomes, I guarantee they offered for Trevor Lawrence.
What would it take for you to give up Trevor Lawrence?
That is a good question.
What pick do they have in the draft? 11?
Yeah, I think they have around there.
I would need like...
Because I still think he fits under. He's a generational talent still. I don't care what people say.
I would need like 3 firsts. Don't they have Deron Payne?
Yes, they do.
I
I'd
need,
take
like, 3
Chase Young.
firsts. They're not gonna give Chase Young up. I would need like 3 firsts, Deron Payne. I'll throw in James Robinson. They give us Gibson.
Just a running back for running back trade.
I don't know. I would. The talks would start at like 3 firsts and like Deron Payne.
Has
That's
that
like
ever
where it
happened before? Just a running back for a running back?
No, but I'm saying like this is all gonna be one big bundle.
That would be unreal.
But I'm saying I would need like 3 firsts and like Deron Payne as a starting point for Trevor Lawrence. I don't care what his rookie season was.
3 firsts.
That's a starting point. That's not even.
Yeah.
That's not me saying I'm done. I have to look at the roster to see if I want anybody else on there.
I think I'm saying at least 4 firsts, bro.
I want players too, though. Like
I
fuck
want
picks.
players as well, yeah.
Like fuck 4 picks.
And
You're just gonna fucking ruin them anyway.
The picks cannot be spread out because I want to be able to turn them into value as well.
That's what I'm saying, but they're gonna like picks. You just never know what you're gonna get, man. Give me some fucking players. Like they got Deron Payne. Who else they got? They got somebody else on that damn defense. Jonathan Allen. They got him. Let me get him
They
too.
got Jonathan Allen.
Well, both of them. Let me get both of them. Come off them players, baby. Let me get both of them.
All right, so they.
And give me Deron Payne and Scary Terry. That's
Terry,
what
I was gonna say Terry McLaurin. They got Chase Young, Terry McLaurin, Antonio
That's
Gibson,
what I want.
Deron Payne. They got Logan Thomas, Montez Sweat. Sweat is good.
Give me 3 firsts, Deron Payne, and Scary Terry and call it a day.
I'm just gonna keep looking at the roster. They got Curtis. Remember we wanted Curtis.
Yeah, he was hurt all year.
They got Landon Collins. He's kind of mid. They used to have Brandon Sherf. He's hitting free agency. Jameen Davis.
Yeah.
Bobby McCain. They got Dax Milne. Is it Milne or Milne? I think I said Milne, and then I heard.
If we did that, bro, we're definitely. I don't even talk about it. We're going down the rabbit hole now. We definitely have to take Kenny Pickett.
Kendall Fuller and Cameron Curl are also good. But yeah, you get the point.
I would just take Kenny Pickett at like pick 11.
That would get that done.
And call it a day.
But yeah.
Anyways,
Wilson really got traded. That's
unreal.
Kind of crazy. But hey, he's going a mile high. I sent the stats earlier to the group chat. His stats when he plays a mile high are like insane. And that moon ball he has, imagine the extra added air. Who's he throwing to? Cortland Sutton. KJ Hamler is going to be that deep ball guy. KJ Hamler ran like a 4.3.
He's not really done much in the leagues yet.
He was only a rookie.
Judy's been hurt.
You got Judy. Judy has potential if he can catch the ball and stay healthy.
Now you got Alberto.
You got
Devonte Williams at the backfield.
I think KJ Hamler is pretty decent if he gets a good quarterback. Plus, he's fast. I mean, Drew Lock threw a bomb up to KJ Hamler last year. That was kind of crazy. But yeah, he's got a good receiving core. The offensive line is pretty solid. I mean,
they definitely upgraded on defense.
I think the offensive line is also improved,
especially when they signed Vaughn back in the offseason.
That's unreal. Von Miller. Speaking of, Von Miller really got traded. He helped the Broncos because he got them draft picks. He went and won a Super Bowl, and now he's just going to come back.
Right? The guy was like, "Oh, y'all got Russ now? Shit, sign me up."
He was saying that before they even traded for Russ.
I know, but now you got him. Like, yo,
he better win a Super Bowl again.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a movie.
Unreal. Imagine this though. What if the Denver Broncos do win the Super Bowl? And let's go back. So then say they do win the Super Bowl. So you have Russell Wilson traded for, wins the Super Bowl. Go back. Matthew Stafford traded for, wins the Super Bowl. Go back another year. Tom Brady signed, wins the Super Bowl. Jimmy G's coming up, bro. It's his time. Stop it. Stop it. That's where we end the conversation. There's nobody else I can think of that would get drafted or traded for. Kyle Trask is up next, bro. What do you mean? Oh, Lord. JJ McCarthy is going to win a ring before he does. Kyle Trask is throwing to Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, bro. Don't sleep. Sleep. Kyle Trash? I'm about to just close my computer and just end the podcast right now. We do not have a Hidden Gems interview this week, but we will next week, so that will be coming back next week. Do not worry. Now let's go ahead and talk some Jaguars. The Jaguars? Jaguars, or how does Trent Baalke say it? The Jaguars. That's what he says. The Jaguars. Oh my gosh. We're trying to make the Jaguars fucking well-known team, the Jaguars. He sounds like me. That's actually a good. That's actually good. Like, you did the voice and everything. We're looking for the best players. We're trying to get value. That's what he sounds like, dude. Oh my gosh. That's perfect. I hate when people say Jaguars in the first place, but Jaguars? Jaguars. That's not fucking. Where's he from, dude? Is he from like the Northeast? Dude, because he sounds like a Northeastern thing to say. The Jaguars. Jaguars. I really appreciate Shaq Khan putting his belief in me. He's from Milwaukee. Oh, it does kind of sound like that damn. Wisconsin. Oh,
My Packers. You know I love the Packers.
Oh my gosh. Oh, let's go, JJ's. We're almost to the. We're about a month away from the 1-year anniversary of the Let's Go, JJ's. Let's go.
I'm waiting for somebody to screen record my Trent Baalke impression and put it on Twitter.
I got you, bro. I'll do that later. But Trent Baalke, you could say it. The Who.
What?
The Who? I'm waiting.
The Jaguars.
Franchise tagged Cam Robinson for the 2nd year in a row.
He hates it. I don't.
I don't hate it. Let me rephrase this.
No, you hate him. I don't hate him.
I don't hate the move
because
I think he is average to above average, and you could do worse. And it's only 1 year. I get it. It's all that stuff. I just don't like Cam Robinson. I think like I said, I don't think he's great. I think he's like fine.
Racially motivated? What?
And I think Walker Little should be the left tackle.
Hey! We all know I like Walker Little. I felt they could have went with him at left tackle too. However, there's more than one way to skin a cat. All right.
If you guys are listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, Sean just did a whole finger thing.
There's more than one way to skin a cat. All right.
Oh my gosh!
I'm just saying.
I rate the move 6 out of 10 just because it's fine. I hope it's
higher than I thought you'd give it, but
I hope it's a tag and trade. That's what I'm praying for. I want a tag and trade.
I doubt it. What they could do is they could be franchise tagging him as insurance in case they don't get Teron Armstead, but if they do get Teron Armstead, then they rescind the tag and he becomes a free agent.
I'd be down for that.
Big brain Baalke, triple B's.
The Jaguars.
Jaguars, bro.
You should have said that in your Trent Baalke voice since you were saying a Trent Baalke thing.
What, the Jaguars, bro?
No, you should have said the whole like concept of removing the tag and stuff. And
oh Jesus, I gotta do all that.
When we do our free agency list, you're Trent Baalke, so you have to do a Trent Baalke voice.
Oh God.
There's no option. You have to do it, otherwise the podcast just ends.
All right, that's fine. I'll try to do it.
Let's start with our free re-sign lists. Who do you want to re-sign? We'll go one by one. Who's your top re-sign priority?
He's already assigned.
That's not re-signed because we already re-signed.
As I was saying, my top priority is already done.
Okay, well then, who's your top priority now? Like, who is your second priority then?
I don't think there's anybody left that I really give a shit about besides Wingard, but I don't even.
That's Cap. There's a man named Adam Gotsis.
Is it like
Adam Gotsis?
It's not that I turned off from him. It's just like I don't know. I guess. I mean, I like him.
Adam Gotsis.
I should have been done by now, though.
That's true. Yeah, Adam Gotsis is my number one guy right
now. Adam
now.
Gotsis. I would take Dewey back. I don't care what anybody says.
I have Andrew Wingard on my list as well because I think he's good depth regardless and special teams.
I'm trying to think who else is even.
I said maybe re-sign Damian Wilson if you don't want. I'd like to draft a linebacker like maybe a Troy Anderson.
I would if I'm resigning Damian Wilson. I am letting him know up front that you are not guaranteed to be starting.
Agree.
If he's okay with that, then yeah, I'll bring him back.
You're not re-signing him to much money, and you're not guaranteeing him a starting job. Because, like I said, I'd like to draft a linebacker like Chad Muma, Troy Anderson, any of those guys. We'll talk more draft eventually. But those are the kind of guys I'm looking at. But Damian Wilson, he does play a good role to put him in on certain downs if you need to, because he plays the run pretty well. I just don't know how much you'd rotate a middle linebacker because they normally play mostly every snap, but. We do. We're still running a 3-4,
right? He said he's gonna adapt the scheme to the talent.
All right.
Take that for whatever
you
want it to be.
I also threw Laquan Treadwell out there, just I guess for like a.
I would re-sign him if we get to like the third or fourth wave of free agency and we haven't signed anybody, or we've signed one wide receiver and nobody else. Then yeah, bring him back.
Yeah, I'd bring him back as like a camp body kind of deal, like Philip Dorsett deal.
Yeah.
That's it for my re-sign list.
What about DJ Chark, bro?
Oh, I forgot about DJ. DJ Chark, I'd re-sign him to a 1 year, $10 million, maybe $11 million deal. That's about it.
That's it.
I've heard rumors that apparently the Colts and some other teams are ready to offer him a pretty decent amount. So goodbye. Yeah,
he's out.
People before we tagged Cam Robinson were wanting us to franchise tag DJ Chark. I'm not paying $19 million for the guarantee.
It got to the point where I was so tired of people saying it. I was like, you know what? Go ahead, do it. I don't even care. It's not my money. Fuck it.
It's like it's unreal. It's DJ Chark had ended his season last year with injury, was hurt the season before, hasn't had a 1,000-yard season. He had 800 yards 2 years ago with Minshew.
That's what I'm saying. The same people who were balking at giving Cam the $16.6 million are the same people who are like, we should just give the tag to Chark. It's $19 million for a wide receiver 3, bro. Are you fucking high?
A wide receiver 3 who you're guaranteeing money to a guy who hasn't stayed healthy in 2 years, hasn't produced in 2 years, hasn't given effort in 2 years.
Everyone's like, oh, he's, height, weight, speed. He has not played at that size or that speed at all. I've not seen it.
Yeah.
Except for outside of some plays in 2019, I haven't seen it.
This is why the combine is not everything, because there's more than measurables. There's something called tape.
Yeah, the tape.
That's why we know. That's why we know ball, because we actually watch tape.
What's the tape say?
The tape says he's a mid-can. I meant to say he's a can of mid, but I said mid first. So
mid-can, that works. We'll take it.
That's the new insult. You're a mid-can.
You're a mid-can.
Cam Robinson's a mid-cam. you guys aren't watching the podcast right now, you should watch it on YouTube so you can see Sean's face right there.
That was a dad joke.
I know it was. all right. Let's go ahead and do our Jaguars free agency wish lists. Who's your number one? Remember, voice.
Hold on. Are we doing free agency includes Cooper or no?
No.
Well, if I was talking about my first pick for free agency, I probably would have to look at Brandon Sherf. I think Brandon Sherf makes the O-line a lot better, gives some protection to Trevor, and have the Jaguars looking really good going into the draft.
I'm going to advertise this as Trent Baalke telling us who he wants. Oh my gosh. My number one is going to be Michael Gallup, pending that he doesn't get re-signed, because he's technically not re-signed right now, so he's on my list.
I just want you to know, I never practiced this before doing it on this.
If you guys aren't subscribed and aren't following the podcast every week, what is wrong with you? Like, come on.
They should give me like a big show. I'll call in like a radio show. I'll call in the 1010XL or something like that and start doing like pretend bulky.
And they think you're actually bulky. That would be hilarious.
I hear you guys talking a lot of shit about me.
What's this shit about this clown out thingy?
Right? I'm the clown general.
Who's the clown now, bitch?
You said Michael Gallup is your number one?
Michael Gallup is my number one, pending he doesn't get re-signed. So who's your number two?
I'll probably have to go Michael Gallup. Oh, okay. I'm not doing that. I'm done with the bulky right now.
Darn. Okay.
You got one good one out of me. So that's all you get for right now.
All right. My number two is Brandon Sherf. He was lower on my board until their franchise tags went and massacred free agency.
Yep.
Yeah, Brandon Sherf. I'm not re-signing Andrew Norwell, if you guys didn't pick up on that. I think he was kind of a bum towards the back end of last year. And Brandon Sherf is better, so bring him on down. Brandon Sherf, come on home. I think this is where we're going to start differing now that we're getting into
number three. Depending on what they want to do in the draft, you could probably throw in Chandler Jones right there if you wanted to.
You hit the head with an edge rusher. I'd put Harold Landry because I think he's way younger. I think most of Chandler Jones's production came in literally one game last year, and it was week one.
He loves the Jaguars, man.
He's a Jaguars fan, so he is on my list. But I think
mine's not. I don't have mine numbered. I just have people that I'm interested in.
I think Harold Landry's pretty good. Plus, I'd like to steal him from the Titans. So.
Yeah, mine's not in any order. I didn't sit here and make a list like you did. Sorry.
Did it earlier.
I have a list. I have in my brain people that I'm interested in the Jaguars taking a swing at. Harold Landry is on that list, but that means I don't get my boy Aiden Hutchinson, then I don't want it.
Yeah, I don't have it impacting that, obviously. But Harold Landry, he cooked us too when we played him. So
Well, of course
bring
you
him on
did.
down. My number 4, I'm going to cut you, is Marcus Williams, safety. We wanted him last year, and I want him again. It's pretty simple.
See, I have it there. I have in my brain, give me Marcus Williams or Marcus May. I'll take either one.
I have Marcus May on my list as well.
Hey.
He's my number 10 just because he's coming off an injury and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm also trying not to be a little biased.
Right. I see that.
My number 5 is Zach Ertz, because all the tight ends got scooped up.
Is Tunyon still a free agent?
I think he is, but I think Zach Ertz is probably.
You think Tunyon is was a Rodgers merchant?
I think so. I think he's pretty good I think he's solid in general, but I think
I don't think he's any better than Dan Arnold.
I don't either, and I think Zach Ertz is an experienced guy that's worked with Doug Peterson, so I'll give him the.
I think Zach Ertz might be better than Aaron Donald, specifically in the red zone.
Aaron Donald in the red zone? Whoa!
Dan Arnold.
I
got
a tight end.
I got confused with Aaron Rodgers because you said I said Aaron Rodgers merchant. Anyway,
No,
I think he's better. I think he's better than Dan Arnold. I think he's better than Dan Arnold in the red zone.
So yeah, give me Zach Ertz at number 5. This is it. The free agency list is going to get really sad now that we've gotten out of the top 5.
What about guard Austin Corbett?
Oh yeah, from the Buccaneers, is it?
I think he plays for the.
He's the Rams. I'm thinking
Rams, yeah.
I'm thinking.
What about guard?
Kappa. I'm thinking of Kappa.
About guard Connor Williams. They both had like elite guard seasons last year.
I mean, I saw some tape on what's his name.
Saying they had like top 5 guard seasons last year.
PFF was gassing Connor Williams up, but I didn't see it as much. Neither did Cowboys fans.
He's gonna make bank somewhere.
Probably. My number 6 is Russell Gage.
I like Russell Gage too.
I like Russell Gage, but it's kind of sad that he's number 6 on my list. But
I like Cedric Wilson, man. I don't know what it is, but I keep going back to him.
I forgot about Cedric. You know what? Cedric is gonna be number 11 on my list. Just because.
I keep going back to him, dude. Like, I like that dude.
Yeah, I like Cedric Wilson too. I know he's not perfect. He has some.
I mean, he has great production, being like a team's 4th option probably.
Yeah, he's like a 4th or 5th because they got.
I mean, he's wide receiver 4, but he's probably, once Gallup got hurt, was probably the 4th option, even behind Schultz.
Probably. So I think, yeah, I'd probably move him up on my list. I actually could probably have him up there with Russell, with these other guys. I'd probably actually have him 6, 7, 8. I'll put him at 8, but he could be 6 or 7 because my number
Kirk. Don't sleep.
My 7 is Christian Kirk, bud.
Don't sleep.
I'm not sleeping, bro. He's not. Christian Kirk, I know Cardinals fans hate him, and I understand why, because I did see the same things they're complaining about, but our receiving core is worse, and I'll take anything I can get, and I wish he'd be like a 3 for us, but he's not gonna be. He's probably gonna be a 2 for us. If he's our wide receiver 1, I'm literally jumping off a bridge. I will say that.
I hate that term, wide receiver 1.
Well, yeah, X, Y.
He's not gonna play the X.
Yeah, he's not going to play X.
He's probably going to play the Z.
If he's our number 1 target, I'm going to kill myself.
I mean, if you sign him and then I don't know, if you sign him, you're probably not going to also bring in A-Rob, or he's probably going to be your bigger free agency because he wants like $12 million a year. Like, so I'm saying he's probably going to be your big free agency ticket. So you're probably going to sign someone else. If you do choose to sign 2 free agents, you're probably going to bring in someone like a Cedric Wilson or a Byron Pringle to package with it, and then he's probably going to get fed the most targets because I mean, a rookie receiver is not going to come in and get all the targets.
I'm really leaning towards drafting an X receiver at 30. Well, I've already been leaning that, but drafting an X receiver at 33 and stepping him up to be the number 1 because I think there's guys who could be there, but. I mean, it's unideal. I was hoping we could have our rookie that we take be like the 2nd option, but we'll see.
It's Slim Pickens, my friend.
My number 8.
Get it? Slim Pickens.
You know, that's my guy. That's my guy right there.
A little Easter egg for you guys.
Yes, sir. follow us on Twitter, you'll see me tweeting about that Easter egg quite often. My number 8/9, because add Cedric Wilson, is Chandler Jones. He's old. Production is weird, to say the least. He could be our next Calais, though, coming from the Cardinals. Big pass rusher. I mean, that.
Come on, bro.
If you want to cope and say he could be our next Calais, go ahead.
Let's
fun
get
fact, I had Calais actually on my list just because I wanted Calais back. He's not good.
Yo, let's get you tell me you don't want Gronk, bro? You think Gronk's gonna come to Jacksonville?
I don't really want Gronk in the first
Because
place.
I see Trevor as the next Tom Brady.
I didn't really want. I think he said that about. No, he didn't say that exactly, but he said he really liked Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
so he could go there.
Of course, he likes the guy who just was in the Super Bowl.
True.
Gronk, the front runner.
Yeah, I'm not really a Gronk wanter.
What about OJ Howard?
OJ Howard, I mean, you could take a shot on him. He's got talent.
He's never really gotten the
Wasn't
chance
he-
to be the one.
Wasn't he like super highly thought of coming out of the draft? Wasn't he?
Yeah,
in
but
Alabama?
he got drafted to a team that already had Cameron Brate, so they were already giving Brate reps, and then they signed Gronk like the year after that, or 2 years after that.
Was it him? Wasn't he the guy that like when Kyle Pitts was coming out, people were like he's like the best tight end prospect since? Or was that Eric
Probably.
Ebron?
Well,
I think it was either or.
I think OJ was after Ebron, so I think it was him.
So I think it was Howard. Because I know Ebron and Pitts were friends.
Yeah, he has height, weight, and speed, man.
Kyle Pitts is actually getting a chance, and Kyle Pitts is actually good, by the way. Kyle Pitts is respect him. I have the jersey in the closet. But
Everybody knows he's good. Shut up. No one says he's not good. Jeez.
I just got a rep, bro.
No one's out here saying, "Oh, Kyle Pitts is a peck of mid." No one's saying
Well,
that.
I mean, people said he didn't deserve to be in the Pro Bowl when I think he did.
Oh yeah, he did, but that's because those people were just trolls, bro.
My number 9/now 10. You're not gonna like it, but it's Allen Robinson, just because I already said every receiver before. So I just want a receiver, bro.
I would rather sign Byron Pringle than Allen Robinson. Allen Dropison. Allen Middison.
What are these names, dude?
So like year one when he was drafted,
I know what you're saying. You said it before. It's
he had a bunch of drops,
he
and
had a
all
bunch of drops
people
and
on
everything.
like Jaguars Twitter and Jaguars message board back in the day always called him Allen Dropison.
And then he dropped 1,500 yards, and people probably forgot about that.
Garbage time, bro. He only shows up in garbage time. Play with the Bears. Where do you think those yards came from? Garbage time.
They made the playoffs last year.
Garbage time.
Well, not last year, but the year before.
He's a dumpster. He's not bad. I don't hate him. I feel like people want him back just because he played here. That's like the number one reason why most people want him back.
I literally said I know you're not talking about me, but
I'm not talking about you, but like people on Twitter are like,
I only have him on my list just because I want a receiver, bro.
let's get Allen Robinson back since we fucked up the first time letting him go.
I also don't want to pay Allen Robinson as much as he wants.
He's probably going to want a lot for a guy coming off 400 yards and like 1 touchdown. I'm good, bro.
Yeah, I'll pass on paying him that much, but
Like if he says I want a dime over like 10 mil, like sorry, bro, get out of here. He's probably going to want more than that. He's going to want more than that.
he's probably gonna want at least like 15, I'd say.
So I'm saying he's Marvin Jones, but like 3 years younger, 2 years younger.
And he gets a little bit more yards after the catch. He doesn't.
It's only because Marvin Jones falls down, bro. Leave him alone.
I know.
He's an old man.
Marvin Jones is locked on possession catch.
He's an old man.
How long is it? Has he done that his entire career, or is that just like recent?
I don't think so.
I swear, he literally like Trevor hits him wide open in stride for probably a 60, like 50, at least 50-yard touchdown.
He'll do that unnecessary.
He jumps and catches it backwards for no reason.
He'll jump and he's the guy who jumps it ball or jumps it and catches it right here.
He jumps and body.
Hey, bro,
catches
why'd
it.
you jump when you could have just did this?
Literally, even if it was slightly behind, just put your hands just slightly behind and catch it and run. It happens all the time. I hate Marvin Jones.
I don't know if Raiders is
Marvin
going to
Jones
be
is
all that to write home about.
Marvin Jones is a nice guy, but I hate him on the field. So
He is. He's a good singer too.
He does all that he does all that like possession catch stuff and still drops the football.
Yeah.
Unreal. now that we got our free agency out of the way, that's Jaguars for today. So if you guys came for Jaguars football, hope you enjoyed.
Jaguars.
Yeah, hope you enjoyed the Trent Baalke. Trent Baalke. Oh my goodness, that was funny. All right, we got questions. We actually have questions from more than just Patrick.
Interesting.
Well, questions plural. It's one more question after Patrick.
So Patrick did ask a question though.
Yes,
of course, Patrick asked a question.
Patrick, the most loyal viewer. He actually tweeted earlier when I tweeted, "Thank you NFL for doing all this before the podcast." He actually replied saying hype for the podcast. So.
Oh, dope.
Anyways, he asked, where do you stand on the you can't take position X with the first overall pick argument? Are there any positions other than the obvious kicker and punter that you wouldn't take at 1 if you thought they were the best player in the draft? Kyle Hamilton, get out of my face. You are not going number 1.
I'm not taking a safety, a tight end, a running back. I'd be hard-pressed to take a guard, a center.
I don't think... Would you take... I don't
know if I'd take a nose tackle. I wouldn't take a nose tackle. I would not take a inside linebacker, no.
Yeah. Because Micah Parsons went number 11. I know he dropped a little bit because of
there's
stuff, but still.
A lot of positions I wouldn't take at number 1 overall. Number 1 overall for me is reserved for top-end quarterbacks and trench players, mostly. Hell, a corner hasn't even gone number 1 overall ever.
I was going to say, a corner has never gone in...
And I would not take a wide receiver number 1 either, unless it's like, I'm definitely getting the next Calvin Johnson. Then, then maybe I'll take him. But, I'd be hard-pressed to take a receiver at number 1. It's literally, give me tackle,
edge,
defensive end. Yeah, tackle, edge, or quarterback. It's pretty much, that's it for me.
Aaron Donald didn't even, if Aaron Donald was 6'6", coming out of the draft, would you have taken him first overall? Because everybody knew he was good. He was just a little bit short. Would you have taken Aaron Donald?
If he was 6'6", he's probably playing D end in the 4-3.
So you would.
He probably could do it anyway. But yeah, he could do it anyway. So probably, yeah.
Okay, just asking because I know I would. Somebody tried to tell me to take. Well, they didn't tell me. They told you and me because I replied after. But they tried to tell us that we should take Jordan Davis number 1 overall.
No.
Talk about combine overreactions.
Yeah, no. I get it. He's a freak athlete at that size, but dude, I'm not taking a guy who played. I know their defense was deep and they had a heavy rotation, but I'm not taking a guy who played the first 2 downs and only played 40% of the time his senior year. I'm not
taking a guy. If you're going number 1 overall as a defensive tackle, you better not have any part of your game to refine. You better be a good pass rusher, a good run defender, and everything.
Yeah.
Because Jordan Davis is an insane run defender. He's an immovable object. That's the thing I always say. But he's got to refine his pass rush. I'm not saying he can't. I'm just saying he needs to.
Is he a better prospect than Vita Vea coming out?
I saw them actually being compared the other day.
It's almost the same. And Vita Vea didn't sniff close to 1.
I'd say they're pretty similar.
He might be a little more athletic. He might be slightly more I don't know if he's more athletic. He might be more straight line speed faster. But
did you see he jumped out of the gym too?
But I'm just saying. I don't know.
I think he's more athletic, but also I think Vita might have been a little bit better of a pass rusher. I don't remember exactly.
Not sure, but hell, and Ndamukong Suh didn't go number 1.
What did
he was coming out? I think he was top 5, but maybe I'm not even sure. He might have been 2 or 3, but even I'm saying he didn't even go number 1.
Jordan Davis wasn't even the best defensive tackle on his own team last year. Jalen Carter.
I would say.
Well, he was the third.
He was a third because I like Devonte Wyatt better than him.
Jalen Carter because Jalen Carter's a top 5 player next season. I can literally almost guarantee that. Obviously you can't guarantee anything given football, but I think
barring injury,
I think he'll be a top 5 player next year. I think he might be an Aaron Donald level player coming out. I'm not saying he will be Aaron Donald. I'm just saying level player coming out. Context.
Right.
And then Devonte Wyatt. I have Devonte Wyatt in my top 15. I think I have Devonte Wyatt at 15. Something like that. I
like him better.
I like Devonte Wyatt over Jordan Davis. Devonte Wyatt killed the combine as well. People do not remember him killing the combine because of Jordan Davis going crazy.
Even that, him and Travis Jones.
Yeah, Travis Jones balled too. You know the guy who didn't ball?
Who?
The Marvin Leal.
Oh yeah, he's like
my DT 5 or 6 now.
For being his size, he definitely should have ran faster than a 5.
He should have ran faster. He didn't jump or do anything crazy. He was all right in the drills.
Yeah, he's pack a mid.
He had an all right season
Pack a mid.
for a guy who was projected top 10 last season.
He was projected to be a top 10 player coming into the college season this year.
I know. I was a big fan, and then
So was I. Now I'm like,
now it's like I think I might move Travis Jones over him. So
yeah. But yeah, to answer your question, short way, yes, there are positions I would not take number 1 overall. There are quite
there's
a few.
more
actually.
positions I wouldn't take than positions
But I would. Yeah. Facts.
What's it called? Somebody tried to tell me earlier. Evan Neal, draft him. Draft Evan Neal and play him at guard. I'm like, if you're going to take, I know
Pete Prisco said to do that because they did it. When Jonathan Ogden did that with the Ravens, they drafted him. He played guard.
If you're going to draft a tackle to play guard, at least take Akim Ekwonu.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do.
I don't know, dude. I don't know anything anymore. Apparently,
some of the things people are suggesting to do are just kind of insane. Aiden Hutchinson's the pick. Sorry to spoil it, guys, but
either that or we are so making it known that we want Aiden Hutchinson, and the Lions give us,
they better give
2 and 34 for him.
34, yeah. I forget they also
2 and 34 to move up to take him because I'd take that deal all day.
Having the first 2 picks in the second round would be elite.
I'm definitely trying to package one of those to get back into the first round. Believe that. I'm definitely taking 34 and I don't know what the hell would take 70 maybe to try to get back into the top 25.
Yes, sir. Take Jameson Williams. Bring him on downtown.
So I'm saying, you getting that 5th-year option on somebody else.
If Jameson Williams falls past 20,
I'm trading up all day.
I'm trading up.
I don't care if he's not ready for the season.
I love a lot of receivers in this draft. I think Jameson Williams might actually. I think I'd move Jameson up to my wide receiver 2 again. I know he's coming off an ACL.
He would literally be my wide receiver, 2 for me if he didn't get hurt. And it's like
he's on a
not even 2. He's like 1A, 1B.
He'd be tied for my wide receiver 1. He's on it. Apparently, he's recovering faster than expected too, so that's good to hear.
He'd be tied for me with Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, I have him as my wide receiver 2 because I moved Burks down.
Who's your wide receiver 1 now?
Wide receiver 1, Garrett Wilson, bro. I told you this.
Who knew? Who could have told you this?
I'm back to where I started. I started the draft process with Garrett Wilson as my wide receiver 1. Then I switched. Then we went over a little break, and now I'm back to where I started.
I watch Ohio State football because I have watched Michigan football.
Congratulations for never switching up.
Yep, never wavered.
But yeah, what was I saying? If Jameson Williams falls past 20, I will literally sell my soul.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking 34. I might take 33. 33 and 70 and tacking to that. Let me get to 23 or whatever.
And give me Jameson Williams. Because come on, name a better receiver in this class for Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence has a rocket arm. I mean, Garrett Wilson gets open deep there. So Garrett Wilson, sure. Garrett Wilson's the only better one. But Jameson Williams runs probably almost 4. He runs 4.2 speed. Probably close to 4.1 given the combine scores.
All right.
He runs good routes.
If Pickens also didn't get hurt, he'd be up in there in that conversation too.
Pickens would be a top 10. I've said this. I'll say this every single time his name is mentioned. Pickens would be a top 10 pick if he did not tear his ACL.
So I'm saying, he would be up there with Wilson and Williams.
It would probably be Garrett Wilson, Jameson Williams, and George Pickens, whatever order I would.
1A, 1B, 1C.
Exactly. So get me any of those 3 receivers. I don't think any of them will be at 33. Obviously, the first 2 won't. People think George Pickens might be, but after running a 4.41, I think he's a better. He's gonna be better than AJ Green.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally think they were a genuinely decent comp, except George Pickens is faster.
Yeah, that's I mean.
They both played for Georgia too, unironically.
He gonna be good. We're probably gonna end up, if we stay at 33, getting Sky Moore or
I don't think Christian Watson is gonna be available either, and he's another guy I really like. I love how we just get casually transitioned into draft talk.
Yeah, we always do.
It's fun. But oh my god. I have Jahan Dotson as my 32nd player in the class, so he could fall to 33.
What's the next question?
From Hostway, your all-time top 5 greatest NFL players from the Jacksonville area. From the Jacksonville area?
I don't know players who are from the Jacksonville area, but look it up.
Yeah. Jacksonville area NFL players. I know one of them just got.
I'm not from there, so this isn't my fault.
I know one just got into the Hall of Fame. I'm blanking on his name. How am I blanking on his name? I mean, Tim Tebow is not good in the NFL, but he's one of the best people from Jacksonville.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry is up there. It's definitely not Derrick Henry yet, though.
Bob Hayes. Bullet Bob Hayes. Yep.
Harold Carmichael.
Trey Thomas. I forgot about him. Laramie Tunsil's from here? Damn.
Trey Thomas. Laramie Tunsil's from Jacksonville? I didn't even know that.
Jack Youngblood. He's beast.
Jack Youngblood might be the best. I think Jack Youngblood is going to be my pick. Yeah, give me
Mike
Jack
Peterson.
Youngblood. Jack Youngblood is number 1.
Oh, no. Brian Dawkins.
Oh.
B-Doc. And Leroy Butler. Leroy Butler, yeah.
Butler, that's who I was talking about.
Oh, Champ Bailey. Champ Bailey.
Number 1, Brian Dawkins. 2, Jack Youngblood.
Champ.
3, Champ. 4,
Leroy Butler.
And then
And
who's
5.
Number 5.
Derrick Henry.
I was going to say Derrick Henry just for fun. Just for fun, Derrick Henry can be the number 1. Or
Yeah, I'll agree.
What am I saying? Number 5.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Is there any? Oh yeah, Brian Dawkins. Jeez.
We're doing college football. It's Tim Tebow number 1. Who cares about the rest of the list?
Rasheem Mathis, bro. What do you mean?
We're doing college ball. It's Tim Tebow number 1. Nobody else cares about the rest of the list.
Exactly. Tim Tebow is uno by a mile.
Yep.
Wes Chandler, kick returner / punt returner as well. Sebastian Janikowski, number 1.
I can't believe you went first round.
A kicker.
So Raiders.
Would you take Justin Tucker first round if next year if there was Justin Tucker, if he just literally came back as a 22-year-old or whatever he was when he went in the draft, he was in this next draft, literally Justin Tucker, his career is going to go out the same way, he's going to be as good. Would you take him in the first round if you knew that?
No.
What round would you take him?
3rd.
All right. So Hall of Fame kicker, 3rd round.
Yeah.
That is setting a precedent right there.
It be what it be, son.
Where would you take a kicker if he could hit an 80-yard field goal?
2nd round.
An 80-fucking-yard field goal, and you take him 2nd round? Dude, you could
It's not guaranteed he's going to make it. He can. He has the leg for it, but it's not
That is
think he's
true.
going to make it. Anybody can, not anybody, but if you can kick 80 yards, I'm never going to kick 80 yards, but you're kicking the shit sideways.
All right. Let me rephrase. If he hits almost
He's guaranteed to hit 85% from 80 yards.
He's 100% under 40. He's
Oh, God, all these stipulations. Here we go.
He's 65% and 50.
That's trash.
Okay, 75% from 50.
Trash.
85% from 50.
3rd round.
80% from 60. 75% from 75. And 70% from 80.
Well, I guess, I don't know, dude. It's like unreal. That's never going to happen.
This is like one of the... It's just like one of those things in like a high school. You're sitting at lunch and you give like the dumbest questions.
What if he could jump 6 stories?
It's like Madden. No, it's
Never
Madden.
gonna happen.
Madden creative player. You know when you make
Right?
the 7 foot, 350 pounds, 99 speed.
Yep.
Unreal. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So that's everything for the podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, because next week we're going to be back with another draft player, hidden gem. We're going to have another hidden gem. We're going to have a lot of free agency moves to talk about, Jaguars and NFL.
Yep.
Lots of stuff. Hopefully some trades as well. So you guys get the point. Make sure to stick around. Hope you can.
Oh, yeah, because by the time we get back on here, the tampering will already have started.
Yeah, it'll be Wednesday. Wednesday/Thursday.
Yeah, dog. So
yeah, we
Trent
got some
Baalke
stuff
back in the
coming.
house next week.
The Jaguars about to go crazy, man. What am I saying?
Them Jaguars.
Jaguars. Yeah, oh my gosh. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share. Follow the podcast Twitter below us. Follow my Twitter above me and Sean's above him. Do all that stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next time.